Tienes que agarrar acá, mi Andrés, y de acá, del que aguante más a patadas que nos están aventando ya desde una vez, es el que gana. ¿Qué? ¿Se te hace la piel de gallina o qué?
No, estoy bien.
Entonces vámonos con el teacher del terror, Morbido, aquí a continuación en Activón TV, papá. ¡Ay!
Anyone here? Hello?
First of all, I wanted to ask you, what was your experience working with Freddy?
Wow, that's a good question. I like the way you posed that, because it's kind of what it felt like. You know, I would go to work and literally put Freddy on. You know what I mean? It's like that 3.5-hour torture session of slowly getting glued into this makeup. And that would somehow oddly inform, you know, me physically, emotionally, just the way I felt. Literally just sitting there, the way I felt. It was so odd, it's so otherworldly that I would give that feeling to Freddy between action and cut.
What was the greatest thing of wearing, like, the glove and the claws in shooting the film? What did you enjoy the most?
Taking it off. You know, it really, that thing was, the glove was kind of interesting. I would take that thing home and wear it while I was rehearsing. I'd also just leave it on and kind of do things around the apartment, you know, eat a meal or make some coffee or whatever. I didn't do it all the time, but I would do it for a considerable amount of time so that that thing would feel second nature.
Did you take into consideration that maybe the character would take over your personality?
My personality?
No.
Or you mean people around me?
People around you.
You know, that was pause for thought. I really did need to think about that. But there was always this little voice in my head saying, how can you not play Freddy Krueger? It's just too iconic. It was too exciting. You know what I mean? I've done so many different things that I think it's hard to just become just Freddy, you know?
Well, we'll see what happens with that. So what was the...
Thanks for your vote of confidence.
Oh, God.
No, just me.
I loved it. I love the character you performed, and I'm very happy to see Freddy pimped out for next generations.
Wow. I got to tell you, that feels really good hearing that from somebody who's you know, a fan of the nightmare stuff, because it's scary stepping into those big shoes that Robert has done an incredible job with. You know, when I think of Freddy, you know, I think of Robert, and he's awesome. So it's neat hearing that. Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Who are you?
Remember me?
First of all, I would like to know, how was your experience working with Freddy, not the actor, but the character?
Well, Freddy demands a lot. He's a very nasty guy. You know, I really did feel the specter of Freddy and the fans' expectations making this movie. There's a huge responsibility taking the franchise and steering it in a certain direction. You know, some people are going to love it, and some people are not going to understand it and say, I miss the old Freddy, because I think the DNA of who Freddy is still in the movie, but it's not what Robert Englund did with the movie. It's different. It's different.
Okay, it's like making an old guy young again.
I don't think it's. I think it's like taking a car that needs to be rebuilt and pulling the engine out and boring out the cylinders and putting a new camshaft in it, putting new tires on it, new paint job, and putting it out in the world. And that's what Nightmare on Elm Street is.
Great. Pimped my Fred.
I pimped my Fred.
Great. Okay, I've seen the movie and I liked it very much.
Thank you.
I think Freddy is meaner, which is great. I hope all the fans in Mexico see it, because they've seen your work for a long time, and now it's time to see how you pimp our Fred.
We pimped our Fred. Let's go see it. Come on.
Okay.